Welcome to online learning. Students, in the last class we have learned about reflection and rotation. And today we will be learning about patterns, magic square, magic hexagon, square numbers and triangular numbers. Starting with patterns, observe these figures. What did you find here? Can you see in each figure there are some designs which are repeating? Can you observe the sequence of these designs are repeating? Thus, we can define a pattern as a repeated sequence of shapes or designs. Now, if I give you some example of patterns, see here the first example. In this pattern, first is a rectangular box, then a triangle box, then a rectangular box, then again a triangular box, then again a rectangular box and a triangular box. Now what will come in the first blank here? So after a triangular box, again there will be a rectangular box according to this sequence of pattern. And in the second blank, after the rectangular box, there will be again a triangular box according to this pattern. So here we complete our pattern in these two blanks. The second example, if I give you, just see here the first one, the first triangle which is pointing towards the north. The second triangle is pointing towards the east and it is rotating clockwise direction. The third triangle, if you see, you find it is pointing towards the south and the fourth triangle is pointing towards the west. Then again the triangle is pointing towards the north. Now what will come in the first and the second blank? So after north, the triangle which is pointing towards the east. According to this sequence of pattern, the triangle which is pointing towards the east will come in the first blank, and in the second blank the triangle which is pointing towards the south will come. So here we complete the second pattern. Again, the third example, if I give you and ask you to see what will come in these two blanks. See, the first one is a pink curve, then a blue curve. Both are facing towards each other. Then again a pink and then blue curve. Then again a pink curve and the blue curve. Now what will come in the first blank? Pink curve and the blue curve. Then again the pink and the blue. So in this way we find the patterns and we complete here the patterns. We observe the sequence of design, how it is moving, how it is going on, and in that manner only we complete the further patterns. Now coming to magic square. Observe this grid. It is a 3 cross 3 grid. 3 cross 3 means 3 rows and 3 columns. If you see here in the first row, the numbers are 2, 9 and 4. Second row 7, 5, 3 and third row 6, 1 and 8. Now can you see something common when you operate in these numbers, these rows, these columns or the diagonals? If you observe, if you operate these numbers, what can you find? Anything common? Just see the first row. If we add the numbers of the first row, that is 2, 9 and 4, the sum is coming 15. The second row, if we add 7, 5 and 3, the sum is coming 15. The third row, 6, 1 and 8, again the sum is coming 15. See the first diagonal, 2, 5 and 8, the sum is coming 15. See the first column, 4, 3 and 8, the sum is coming 15. The second column, 9, 5 and 1, again the sum is coming 15. The third column, 2, 7 and 6, again the sum is coming 15. And if we see the second diagonal, 4, 5 and 6, again the sum is coming 15. So here we find that whatever it is, the rows, the columns or the diagonals, if we are adding the numbers, we are getting a common number, that is 15. So we can define a magic square as a square grid in which numbers are arranged such that the sum of the numbers in any row, any column or any diagonal is the same. Now I give you some more examples of magic squares. See the first one, it is a 5 cross 5 grid, which means 5 rows and 5 columns. Let us check whether it is really a magic square or not. If you check the first row, 25, 13, 1, 19 and 7. If you add all these numbers, you will get 65. In the same manner as we did in the last slide, we can check for this for all the rows, for all the columns and the diagonals, add all and check whether the sum is coming 65 or not. If it is coming, then it is a magic square, and if it is not coming, then it is not a magic square. See the second example. Again it is a 3 cross 3 grid. Then third example, 4 cross 4 grid. And these some more examples are there. So I have given 3 cross 3 grid, 4 cross 4 grid, 5 cross 5 grid of magic squares, and go through it, check it whether it is really a magic square or not. Now what is a magic hexagon? Look at this figure. Can you find something common in this figure? Something. See, the first circle and the second circle. First of all, a hexagon is a 6-sided shape, closed shape. 6-sided closed figure, we can say. So it is having a 6 side, and the first one, if we take the first side, 7, 70 and 10. When we multiply 7 and 70, 7 and 10, we will get 70. Moving towards clockwise direction, taking the second side. When we multiply 2 and 10, we will get 20. When we multiply 2 and 13, we will get 26. When we multiply 5 and 13, we will get 65. Then, if we multiply the fifth side, 2 circles, 5 and 14, we will get 70. Then the sixth side, if we multiply 7 and 14, we will get 84. Thus, we can see here the pattern of numbers in this hexagon has a common rule. That is, when we multiply the two circles, the result is coming in between the box, the number which is in between the box. The result is coming like that. So, this is a magic hexagon. Let us take some more examples. Let us find, according to the rule what I said, when we multiply the two circles and the result will come in between. The first one, if we take 12 and 5, when we multiply 12 and 5, the first diamond shape green box, it will be 60. Then moving towards the clockwise direction, if we multiply 5 and 6, the product is coming 30. Then what will be there in the third green box? When we multiply 6 and 7, we get 42. Next one is 7 and 5. When we multiply 7 and 5, we get 35. Coming to fifth green box, when we multiply 5 and 8, we get 40. And the last one, when we multiply 8 and 12, we get 96. So here we complete our magic hexagon. Again, the next example, if I give you, you see the numbers here. By observing the numbers which are given, we can get the idea of the rule which will be followed to find out the blank boxes here. See the dark pink box, the number is given 104, and the yellow box is empty, and the green box is having the number 8. So that means when we multiply the number which will be there in yellow box and 8, the product of these two should be 104, as 104 is a big number. So in the yellow box there should be some number which is, when multiplied by 8, it should give 104. So let us find the yellow box. What will be the number in the yellow box? See, for finding the number in the yellow box, we multiply 8 by 8. The result should be 104, as I said. So now again, taking 8 towards right hand side, it will be dividing. Okay, 104, when we divide it by 8, we will get the result of the number which will come in yellow box, that is 13. Now if we have to find out, coming towards anti-clockwise, if we want to find out the number which will come in the light pink box, when we multiply it by 13, we should get 78. Okay, that means the yellow box and the light pink square box, when these two boxes are multiplied, the number should come 78. So for finding out that, we get 78 divided by 13. Then the result is coming 6. So we get the number here 6. Now the green circle. Now we need to find out what should come in the green circle. According to the rule, when the two square boxes are multiplied, the result will come in between the circle. So the green box, if we want to if we want to find the number, we should multiply 6 and 4. So the value of the green circle should be 24. Coming to brown square box, when this brown square box is multiplied by gray box, that is 4, the result should give 64. So now 64, when we take 4 towards right hand side, the multiply sign will change to division, and 64 is divided by 4 and the result will be 16. So the number in the brown box is 16. Coming to purple box, when we multiply 16 and 8, we get the value of the purple circle. That is equal to 128. 16 into 8 is 128. Now the light blue circle is there. When we multiply 8 into 8, we get the value of light blue circle, that is 64. So in this manner we can complete our magic hexagon. Whatever boxes were empty, we can find out that by observing and taking the idea of the rule which is following in this hexagon. Now coming to square numbers. Now what did you find here? Look at this figure. In the first one there is a single dot, second one there is a 4 dot, third one there is a 9 dot, and so on. You can find here that these all dots are arranged in a square shape. Therefore, we can define a square number as the number which can be arranged in the form of a square using dots are called square number. Now here the numbers in the sequence are 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, and if we move on we get 36 and so on. So these numbers we get when these numbers are multiplying by themselves. For example, if I take the first square number, that is 1 cross 1, that will give you 1. The second square number is having 4 dots. We get 4 by multiplying 2 cross 2, 2 into 2. So this will give you 4. The third square number is 3 cross 3, that is equal to 9. The fourth square number is 4 into 4, that is equal to 16. And the fifth square number is 5 into 5, that is equal to 25, and so on. So can you observe here that whatever number you want to find out, you have to multiply that by themselves. Suppose you want to find out sixth square number, so you will multiply 6 into 6, that will give you 36. So after 25 the number is coming 36. The sixth square number is 36, which you will find out or which you will obtain by multiplying 6 cross 6. Now let us do some examples and find out the 10th square number. The 10th square number is 10 cross 10, that is equal to 100. If I ask you to find 15th square number, yes, we'll multiply 15 into 15, that will give you 225. So I hope square numbers are quite clear enough to you all, and you can find out any square number. Now coming to triangular numbers. Observe these figures. The first one you see there is a single dot. The second one is having 3 dots which are arranged in a triangular manner. The third one and fourth one, all the dots are here arranged in a triangular manner or triangular shape. Therefore, we define a triangular number as numbers which can be arranged in the form of a triangle using dots are called triangular number. Observe here, the first one is having a single dot. The second one, it is having a 3 dot. How the 3 is coming? When we are adding 1 plus 2, we are getting 3. That is, if we want to find out the second triangular number, we need to add the first 2 counting numbers. If we want to find out the third triangular number, we need to add the first 3 counting numbers, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3, that will give you 6. And in this way you can find out any triangular number. Suppose we need to find out fourth triangular number, so we need to add the first 4 counting numbers, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, that will give you 10. 10 is the fourth triangular number. In this manner we can find out any triangular number. Let us take some examples and find out some triangular number. First one, if I give you 9th triangular number, find the 9th triangular number. So we will add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9. That will give you 45. So 45 is the 9th triangular number. Second example, if I take, that is 11th triangular number. Find the 11th triangular number. So we will add the first 11 counting numbers, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 11. That will give you 66. So in this manner we find out any triangular number. I hope the triangular number, square number, magic square, magic hexagon and patterns are quite clear enough to you. Now try these questions and find out the patterns what will come in these blanks, and find out the 7th square number and find out the 12th square triangular number, and try these questions. Thank you.